We should be going. There we are. Boop, boop, boop. I think we're good. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Yep, we're good. Comfortable. Alright. Hello and welcome. Welcome back to the stream. I am Darksky, and when last we left off, we delved into the Binding Coils of Bahamut, and Twintanya thoroughly reminded us not to fuck with her. Yeah, that was a fun time, and before that we finished up 2.0 base game, Base A Realm Reborn, and now it is time to dive into the 2.x series. So, apologies for the lack of streams recently. A bit chaotic with the holidays, and I can guarantee you there's going to be only a few streams this week, and there will not be any streams next weekend. Not only is it Christmas Eve and Christmas, I also have to work on Christmas Eve, so yeah, definitely no streaming during that time. So yeah, I looked ahead in the quest order just to see. I'm not sure how much they've shortened the 2.x series. I don't know if a patch in 2.x is as long as a patch in like Shadowbringers or Endwalker is, because Shadowbringers and Endwalker patches could be anywhere from 3 hours to 5 hours long. 5.3 was, I think, well over 5 hours long. And a lot of those patches I had to break down into 2 separate parts. I'm hoping that I can get through this in a comfortable 2 or 2.5 hours. So with that in mind, I just looked ahead in the list of quests to see where A Realm Awoken ends. So I know the name of the quest, and it looks like, should we be able to get through everything today, we will be taking on King Mogglmog. Yay! So let's go ahead and get started. I don't think I have anything else really to talk about. Besides, minor note, if you look on my socials, and should be on my YouTube description unless I haven't changed that yet, I am a variety streamer. We've been very heavily focused on FF14 the last month or so, but variety will return soon. Just got a gift. Don't know if you can hear that. Not going to tell you guys quite what this is yet, but it is definitely something that I am not accustomed to. It is something new for me, and I think it might be exciting to stream through that as someone who's just completely blind to this series of games. So, look forward to that. Hopefully I'll be able to start that soon. Let's get started. Alright. A reoccurring problem. Not sure what that is. Whoops. Oh well. The price of principles. Urena, it pleases me to see you well. Who's this? Oh, hey, Tataru. Do excuse me for interrupting, Eurela, my lady. The gentleman from Azgana Exports has just left. Azgana, where's that? I understand now why you didn't want to receive him. You did well, Tataru. Please inform the guards that we will not be receiving any further guests this evening. Oh, I briefly spoke to Alphino on the way in here, and he said that a lot of people were coming in basically just looking for mercenaries, thinking that they could just hire us and stuff like that. Thank you, Melanie. Ever since we defeated the Garlean, defeated Gaius van Belsar and destroyed his ultima weapon, the eyes of the world have followed our every move, scarce remembering to blink. Where once we worked in secret, with precious few friends and all too many enemies, we are now besieged by benefactors, each one more eager than the last to offer us his complete support. A true embarrassment of riches. Of course, every promise of patronage comes with a price. Some make their intentions known from the start, while others endeavor to engage us more subtly. Dress it how they will, the message is ever the same. We shall help you, but only if you help us. The gentleman Tataru spoke of was more brazen than most. In exchange for certain supplies, he would have us resolve a business dispute. Naturally, I refused him, as I have every other merchant of his ilk. Alas, the syndicate's overtures are not so easily rejected. When we formed the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, it was with the goal of serving Eorzea, not the interests of individual Eorzeans. Our neutrality is fundamental to our cause. In my heart, I know this to be true, and yet, if accepting these offers of patronage could empower us to do greater good, might they not warrant greater consideration? Our Baldessian colleagues have been generous beyond measure, but we cannot expect them to. Forgive me, I did not mean to burden you so. Yet, my urge to share this dilemma may not be wholly misguided. Might I impose upon you to consult the others? They are like to have their own opinions on this matter. Alright, who is around? Everybody's here. Recall you our meeting with the Admiral shortly after the Laminsons set word of the summoning of Titan. Then mayhap you also recall my words to our host. I said unto Merweb that her people had broken their treaty with the kobolds, and that the beastmen had justly responded. That we had been called to intervene in the conflict which she herself had invited. I spoke, in short, the truth. And wherefore did I speak it? Because, owing no allegiance to Limpsa, I felt no compulsion to allow the Laminsons to distort the facts to fit a narrative which justified their actions and absolved them of guilt. Upon this subject, Minfilia can expect a similar reply. Many dalliances with the city-states have already weakened our claim to neutrality, but the path she contemplates would see us relinquish it entirely. Alright, Y'shtola, the neutral party. Fortune begets power, and power fortune. That we, and especially you, have power is beyond doubt. The question is what to do with it. You may be interested to know that there is a growing belief amongst the refugees that Alamigo could be liberated, if only the Scions would commit their strength to the cause. Yet theirs is but one of many causes. We stand at a crossroads, Eurela. Each path is paved with good intentions, but where they lead is far from clear. I've been receiving a lot of gifts lately, but Papa Limo keeps making me send them back. It wouldn't be so bad, but some of them are really nice. I mean, very nearly abandon your principles nice, you know? Alright, Ida likes nice things. None can deny we would benefit from more support, but if it comes at the cost of our principles. Neutrality was ever a delicate matter. I've lost count of the times I've had to explain to people that our allegiances need not necessarily lie in the same place as our headquarters. Mind you, if we are to sell our services for Gil, we might as well declare our fealty to Udon now, and have done with it. I'm quite sure Ida would enjoy the bribes. He's right, no one's going to pay us like old would. 'Tis the lot of the powerful to attract the covetous as well as the needy. Thus doth prudence dictate that those with power proffer aid to one hand, whilst the other resteth ever on their hilt. Alas, we have not the luxury of time to decipher our petitioners' machinations, nay, not while the beast tribes do labour unseen, defiant in defeat, to raise up their fallen primals once more. Doubt not that they shall return, stronger and bolder both, nor that we shall be the ones to meet them. This sacred charge shall ever be ours. 'Tis but a pity we are so few, and our fortune so finite. Speak with Alphino. I was wondering why we didn't ask him on our way by. The situation is not wholly unexpected. I, too, have given much thought to our organization's future, though it would seem I have reached a different conclusion. Mayhap it is time I made my feelings known to the antecedent. Come along, Urela. Should have had some coffee. I hate coffee, but it wakes me up. I need to get some more soda or something. They make this soda called Zeva or Zevia, I think, which is it uses stevia instead of sugar. So I need to get more of that. I need a little bit of caffeine every now and then. Alphino, Urela, is all to miss. You desired counsel, so you shall have it, Minfilia. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn must leave Uldar. We must do what? So long as we remain within Uldar territory, we will never be free to act with impunity. Moving our headquarters to Vesper Bay only delayed the inevitable. We have demonstrated our capabilities, and the Syndicate has taken note. They will not suffer our organization to remain independent now. We are far too dangerous for that. Surely you realize they are the reason Vesper Bay still lacks an aetherite. They know full well how beneficial one would be to our cause, which is why it and our favors will be denied us unless we cooperate. If Uldar is no longer suitable, where would you have us go? Experience has taught us that the appearance of neutrality is as important as the reality. Accordingly, we must keep each of the great nations at arm's length, and plant our banner in a place which all agree to be beyond their borders. Mordona. Revenant's Toll, to be precise. It lies within neutral territory and offers all essential facilities we require. By way of an additional benefit, it is also frequented by a veritable legion of adventurers who may serve to supplement our ranks. I am, of course, conscious to the fact that we have developed a certain bond with Uldar and her people over the years, but I truly believe this to be the best course of action. As you yourself observed, we have invaluable ties to the local community, forged through years of concerted effort. Uldar is our home, Alphino. To cast aside everything we have built and start anew in that desolate wasteland would be beyond reckless. The decision is yours to make, Antecedent. I ask only that you recall the shared purpose which first moved us to found the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and which moved you to found the Path of the 12 ere that. We aspire to an ideal, you and I, just as my grandfather did, that makes us more than mere comrades in arms. We are as much your family as... That will be all, Alphino. I am sure you have some familiar affairs of your own to attend to. Your concern is most generous, but no, I have left them in the hands of men better suited to the task than I. I could not very well allow my personal affairs to come before the needs of the Order, after all. Could I use any one of these? Probably. Maybe striking. No magic! Reminds me, well, since we're going to Uldar, I guess I should buy some accessories. Because that's definitely the shit that's outdated the most. 4730. Yeah. Definitely need to replace these. Moving on. Leave Uldar. Has it truly come to this? Oh, Urela. Pray attend to Alphino. He is engaged in some business or other and requires your assistance. Pray be on your way. Alphino awaits upon you, and I have much to think about. Oh, and tell him he shall have my answer in due time. Speak to Alphino. Where is Alphino? There you are. Guess this is just your little spot. Confound it. She knows what must be done, and still she hesitates. All because of these fanciful rumors. I should explain. Menphilia's mother, well, adoptive mother, was among the great many who perished during the calamity. Flamine was her name, though you may know her better as the Songstress of Uldar. She was a performer of singular talent, and much beloved by the people of Eorzea, not to mention a certain Garlean minstrel. As you may imagine, the news of her passing was greeted with shock and disbelief by her adoring followers, many of whom refused to acknowledge what had happened. That her body was never found only served to encourage speculation. Menphilia, too, struggled at first to accept the truth, but as Flamine's absence stretched from months into years, she saw that there could be no other explanation. Until recently, at any rate. For whatever reason, rumors have once again begun to circulate that Flamine is alive and well. One of our informants, Father Illid, has sent word that a woman matching the songstress's description has been seen of late at the seaside resort of Costa del Sol. If we could succeed in tracking her down, I have no doubt that any worries that now plague Menphilia's heart might be assuaged. I mean to set forth for the Lenosha at once. Let us reconvene there and inquire with Master Gege Rougeau as to the veracity of these rumors. Alright, over to Costa del Sol. And I can fly now. So we can ride on Beaker for a bit. I need to get him some better armor. I want it to be like Chocobo armor though. Not something fancy that makes him look like a not Chocobo. Oh, sweet siren of the sands, my Makote muse, why have you forsaken me? Titan's Bane! I mean, Eurela! What brings you to my humble resort? Flamine! You mean to tell me the goddess made flesh who dwelt among us until so very recently was the songstress of Volta? Egads, man! If I had known that, I would have chained her to my bedpost and never let her leave, Gross. Oh, for a shame. To think that she now plies her trade for the riffraff off to the west or wherever she said she was going. It's a tragedy, I say. A tragedy! West it is. Thank you. Oh, Alphinaud's talking. West it is. Thank you, Master Gegerushu. Your information will serve us well. That said, there are a number of places she could be. I shall begin my search by the docks and see if any witnesses might have some knowledge of to spare. I would be most appreciative if you could travel on to Wineport and do the same. Faster just to go there. Where is it? In here? Oh, this guy. Well, if it isn't Eurela, the savior of Wineport, to what do we owe the pleasure? Ah, yes, we did receive a customer matching that description. She was a delight to behold. To give the woman her due, but her perfume was so ghastly, I had no choice but to eject her from the premises, interfering with the tastings, you understand. If she is your quarry, why not consult your blind associate? His olfactory perception is quite pure. Given that I could smell the woman from a mile away, I dare say he could smell her from 10. Isn't this him? This was the blind guy, wasn't he? Enable comes to use. Unless we're skipping some steps here. Yeah? You want to know if I've seen a Makote lass by the name of Flamine? I wish. I haven't seen a lass of any description for too bloody long. I swear, I did not know how to pronounce Flamine's name, I think, until Shadowbringers. That's because that's the only time I remember being stated in well, voice acted. I see you have had many grand adventures since last we spoke, Eurela. You must share them with me sometime. The girl from a little while ago. One does not forget a perfume like that. So robust and intoxicating, yet simultaneously familiar, reminiscent of bloom native to these parts, in fact. I said as much when we spoke. She complimented my powers of observation and asked me where she might find some of the flowers. So I told her to follow the road south into Raincatcher Gully and then head east after crossing the second bridge. The flowers which grow in the shade of the cliff have the strongest scent, you see. If you make haste, you may yet find her there. Thanks, Shivani. So yeah, it was just one of those things where anytime her name came up, I was just like, Flamin. Floman? Flamon. Filet mignon. That's it. I think I jokingly just called her filet mignon for the longest time. She's going about her business. Oh, I need to do this. There we go. There we go. Hey, Flamine. I'm in your debt, stranger. I did not realize my activities had aroused the Gubu's ire until it was too late. Their oils can be used to make a perfume, you see, and Flamine, I don't... Who are you? Whom do you serve? It appears you've already found our woman. Consider me impressed, my friend. The songstress of Uldar, I presume. Menphilia, or should I say Acelia, is looking for you. Acelia? You are the very picture of health, milady, yet the world thinks you dead. I can only conclude that this was by design. The question is, why? Not everyone who endeavors to find me does so with the best intentions, child. You will be pleased to know that I fully intend to reveal myself to Menphilia when the time is right. Oh, well, that does please me, more than you know. But tell me, sojourns into the force of Lenosha aside, when exactly will time be right? When I deem it so. Do you imagine I traveled all this way on a whim? As I was telling your associate prior to your intrusion, I came here to harvest these flowers for use in a perfume. Does that satisfy your curiosity, or would you interrogate me further? My apologies for the interruption. Anyway, now that we have all that which we came for, might we continue this conversation in a safer locale? Wineport, say. This is not at all how I had envisioned it. I can scarce begin to imagine what emotions will go through Menphilia's heart when she reunites with her mother after all these years. I need to use magic. That's magic. Put that shit on. There. All things in time. You say my daughter awaits us in Vesper Bay, yes? I have kept her waiting long enough. Let us be off on the next ferry. I can finish fashioning the perfume along the way. Understood. Come with me. It would be my pleasure to escort you to the Waking Sands. Oh, well, that's nice. That was definitely rare in ARR. They made you walk. Antecedent, you have a guest. Lamine? Acelia. Are any of these cutscenes going to be voiced? I'm curious. I haven't seen her like this in years, Urela. I never truly believed it when they told me you were dead. But what kept you away for so long? The Imperials came for me, as I always knew they would, and so I resolved to stay away as far from you as I could, lest their pursuit of me endanger you and our cause. I could think of no better way to grant you the freedom to continue our work. And continue it you did, achieving things I would never have imagined. I followed your every success and celebrated in secret. I'm so proud of you, Acelia. I learned from the best. I have a gift for you. Okay, how do you pronounce this? Salsetia? Salsetia perfume. You remember? How could I ever forget? You wore it all the time. If I ever lost sight of you, I could find you again, just by following my nose. I did not think it was made anymore. You must have gone to so much trouble. It was no trouble to me, my darling. I fear I cannot say the same for Urela, however. I could not have made it without him. Thank you, Urela. Thank you both. There's something else. This is the cat's eye I found. All these years you've kept it. My father was a member of the Alamegan resistance. When I was yet a child, he brought me here to Ul'dah. The accident which claimed his life happened shortly after our arrival. It was Lamine who took care of me then. She raised me as her own, taught me everything I needed to know to survive. I am no stranger to the facts of your history, yet I fear I have failed to grasp their implications. It is clear that there is much I do not know, about you and your mother both. One of her first lessons to me concerned mining, and I was a very dedicated student. This cat's eye was the first stone I unearthed. It wasn't much, of course, but I was exceedingly proud of what I had found. Try that again. But I was exceedingly proud to have found it nonetheless. So I gave it to Lamine as a gift. She said it was beautiful. But there I am at a loss. Why are you returning this to me? Is something amiss? No, Celia, nothing is amiss. Quite the opposite. I need you to realize how far you've come, how much further you may still go. You must still go. You and your allies have accomplished more than I could have ever hoped. You have succeeded where I have failed, and made me so proud that words fail me. Yeah, they're failing me too. But even as I marvel at the woman you've become, and all the many things you've done, I cannot help but think of that which you have yet to do, and what it may entail. Acelia, daughter, you cannot stay here anymore. You and the Scions must leave Ul'dah. Lamine. You built it once, Acelia. You can build it again. And this time, we'll do it together. Truly.
Alphino, the time has come for the Scions to leave Vesper Bay. We shall establish a new headquarters in Revenant's Toll, as you proposed. Much work lies ahead of us. Inform our fellow Scions, and send word to the students of Baldessian. Preparations begin at once.
Thanks, Flamine. Casting. Nope. Next up, laying the foundation. It
is all well and good that we have found ourselves a new home in Revenant's Hall, but there is so much to be done, and in so little time. Our first step will be to secure a cooperation of the Adventurers Guild representative there. Were it not for the Guild's considerable efforts, the original camp at Revenant's Toll would have never been established, much less its more heavily fortified successor. However, with construction still ongoing, and resources in short supply, it seems certain that the Guild will require something in return for their support, sympathetic to our cause though they may be. Whatever they ask, I shall not begrudge it. To be plain, we need them more than they need us. Without their assistance, such essential tasks as securing new facilities, cultivating relationships with the local merchants, and recruiting adventurers would prove difficult, if not impossible. You need not concern yourself with such matters antecedent. Really, Alphino, if I need to concern myself with anything, it is surely matters of these. Indirectly, perhaps, I submit that you might instead concern yourself with a different matter, namely, to whom the resolution of such matters might best be entrusted. And here I am, nor do I come alone. May I present the esteemed emissary of the Adventurers Guild at Revenant's Toll.
It is an honor, Antecedent. Upon receiving word of your intentions from Master Alphino, we thought it best to begin talks at the earliest available opportunity. Know that my associates at Revenant's Toll hold the signs of the Seventh Dawn in the highest regard. We should be honored to welcome your organization.
There are, of course, certain provisions which must needs be negotiated. If it please you, I would do so. It does.
Sir, unless I am mistaken, you are the one known as Urela, are you not? May I say what a pleasure it is to make your acquaintance? Reborn spoke of you in the most glowing terms. To steal an Imperial Reaper and then to use it to infiltrate a Garlean castrum is an undertaking few would contemplate, and fewer still survive. You shall always be welcome at Revenant's Toll. We hope you will favor us with your presence again ere long. Definitely leave the politicking to Alphino. That's the thing, right? Like, as much as I want Alphino to grow up, I definitely feel like, should we get in, like, some sort of time jump situation where we, say, go 5 years into the future, I could very much see it being a thing where, like, as much as I hate it, I could see it being a thing where Alphino has taken up a life of politics and sort of left his adventuring days behind him. Alize is definitely with us till the end, though. So, we might lose Alphino to the world of politics one day. Which, that feels like a natural progression for him.
Well, it would seem your reputation precedes you, Urela. Mayhap I should dispatch you to Revenant's Toll with all haste, as first intended. But before that, I dare say you have earned yourself a rest. After all, you have travelled so far, and there is already so much you have done for us, and for me. We will speak again anon. Until then, take care.
It's very difficult trying to find a distinct difference between Manphilian and Alphinaud's voice for me. I'm trying to inject more smugness into Alphinaud to make it a bit more distinct.
Ah, Eureka. Were you able to get some rest? I would ask you to come with me to the Solar. Alphinaud has just returned, and it would seem there is something he would share with us.
Well, I don't think I've stated yet. I think I've officially decided what job Urael is going to be in Heavensward, and I'm very excited. But I shan't ruin the surprise just yet.
You're here. Good. I come bearing news. The negotiations are concluded. And? Our friends at the Adventurers Guild have agreed to furnish us with new facilities and material support in exchange for our assistance in the ongoing defense and development of Revenant's Toll. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn shall have a new home in Mordona, the Rising Stones. Yay! A bittersweet victory, if truth be told. I cannot deny that I had come to look forward to Taru's tales of our many guests and their many, many demands. From the waking sands to the rising stones. Passably poetic. That wasn't your doing, was it?
I forgot that. Oh, it's so rare to see just like a. It's so rare to see Urianger smug. That's great.
I too have news to share. In expectation of this momentous day, I personally informed the Alliance leaders of our plans, and they have each pledged their full support, General Reborn included. Moreover, I have decided that the time is right for us to cast off the vestiges of our Order's veil of secrecy and announce ourselves to the world. Are you sure that is wise, Antecedent? If anything, it is merely formality. Our existence is quite possibly the worst-kept secret in Eorzea. Let us affirm our identity, proclaim our achievements, that all may know what the Scions of the Seventh Dawn stand for. Well, obvious risks apart, it would be nice to receive little more recognition. And the people have the right to know who saved them. It is my hope that this gesture will encourage the people of Eorzea to place their trust in us. I would reveal to them the true extent of our power, yes, but in doing so, I would show them that this is a power accountable to no one, and at once to all. And what of us? Who would have felled the primals and faced down the Empire? To you, my fellow Scions, I say this. Prepare for the challenges which lie ahead, for they will be great indeed. Great, I say, yet no greater than us, and we will rise to them, as we have time and time again, united as one. There must be some way I can... Wait, that area is said to be rich in minerals. Maybe I should ask Flamine to teach me the basics of mining, too.
Ah, yes, the Tataru self-worth arc.
Do you ever wonder how he does it? Alphino, I mean. It was almost predictable that he would appear with an emissary of the Adventurers Guild mere moments after I had expressed the need to forge ties between our organizations. Truly, his sense of timing rivals even my own. Setting much mysteries aside for the present, I have a task for you. I would like you to deliver these documents to Slaffborn. They concern our forthcoming move. Do take care on the road, and represent us well, Urela.
I think in time, as Urela comes to see the Scions more as his family, I might drop the Y from his name entirely and have him strictly go by Rayla. It'll be weird when strangers call him Rayla so casually, but that won't be canon. I want to have the Scions refer to him as Rayla eventually. I feel like that's probably post 4.0 thing, I think. So, Revenant's Toll. I was told to expect a Scion, but I didn't expect it to be you. It has been far too long, Urela. You have something for me, yes? Let's see now. Yes, everything appears to be in order. You'll be staying with us for a while, yes? Would that we had a dozen more like you. Since we don't, though, we'll just give you the work of a dozen men. I jest. Before I forget, two things I need to do. I need to set this as favored. Dragon Keep, Quarry Mill. Definitely Quarry Mill. Then I need to go buy some shit. Can I do this yet? I assume so. I can't. Oh wait. Here we go. Alright, so I have enough for a few. Don't need an earring ever. What's currently lacking those? 47, 38, 39. So I need wrist and ring. Grab a ring and wrist bracelets. Bam. Are these fully oh, they're fully augmented. Damn. That's nice. I was like, am I gonna have to make some trips and get this shit upgraded? Thankfully, no. Eye level rises! Alright. I've been so fucking busy with the holidays and shit, I just have not had time to grind shit out. Hopefully as things calm down after the holidays and I can get a lot more work done. It's possibly a primal. Back to do the work of a dozen men, I see. Ha! But I jest. Again. Even I can appreciate that an important man such as yourself has little time for menial tasks. But since you're here, mayhap you'd be keen on having a look around Scion's new home. See that impressive structure over there? That's the place. It was originally built to house a branch of the guild, you see. As such, it comes complete with a tavern where adventurers can rest from the road, fill their bellies with good food and drink, and their ears with tales of fortunes to be had about the realm. It may get a bit raucous at times, but I imagine it'll be as good a place as any to recruit capable men and women to your cause. Come with me, I'll show you around.
Is that you, Urela? I'm quite sorry to interrupt, but I have most urgent news. We received grim tidings from Gridania, and it would appear our aid is required at once. I must ask that you report to the Waking Sands with all due haste.
Is everything quite all right, friend? I can't say I'm privy to the details, but it would appear that this is no time for a leisurely tour. But no worries. You can rest assured that I'll see to all necessary arrangements. But return any time after you've seen to your more pressing matters. Sounds like we're heading though. Oh god, there he is. I forgot. That's next stream. What was I saying? It looks like we're heading into Mog right away, so does it look like there's a dungeon tied to 2.1 in Gridania, yes? Oh fuck, I haven't done this frickin' what's it called? Starlight thing yet. Oh, I gotta do that. Alright, where's Tataru? Oh, she said the fucking Waking Sands. Damn it. I wonder who this statue is of. Oh, lots of blue quests. Oh, we're about to walk right past.
A message from the Twin Adder came to the Waking Sands while you were in Mordona. I wasn't privy to the conversation with the antecedent, but I did see the look on her face after he took his leave. Something is definitely amiss. Could it be that the Ixal has summoned Garuda again? Or mayhap Imperial forces have been sighted within the Shroud? Well, whatever it may be, I'm absolutely certain it's nothing you can't handle. Now go and ask the antecedent if there's anything you can do.
Hey guys, bye guys.
I knew this day would come, yet I prayed it would not come so soon. We have reason to believe that another primal, or an entity resembling one, has been summoned in Gridania.
Thine arrival is customarily timely, Urela. The etheric waves leave little room for doubt. Thy talents will be needed ere long. If there be truth in my suspicions, 'tis a familiar foe we face, though one quite unlike the Lady of the Vortex.
We dare not draw conclusions without evidence, but as Arianje says, the readings bear a strong resemblance to ones observed more than 5 years ago. Though I had hoped the Mughals got beyond such follies. Suffice it to say, this disturbance warrants a full investigation.
Thy presence hath been requested by Commander Heyulo, that name. He awaiteth thee at the Adder's Nest.
Pray hasten to Gridania, Urela. Ida and Papalymo will rendezvous with you there. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
It reminds me so much of May the Force Be With You. Have you guys ever heard of, like, I think it's like the Sith version of May the Force Be With You, which is I think it's May the Force serve you well. It's cool. The Sith have a lot of cool shit and lore from like KOTOR and shit that I wish would get implemented into canon more often. Anyway, Star Wars is a rabbit hole we should not delve into. I don't have anything going on this weekend, so hopefully I got some grind time in me just to take care of shit. Hulo. Let's just assume that his name's pronounced Hulo. Pleasure to see you as always, Urela. Thank you for answering my summons. Quite frankly, I could think of no one more qualified to. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Allow me to explain. We get a new minion? Oh. What level is mine? 50. Oh, so it is better. Huh. I think you can buy this off the market board. And yet it's still... Well, mine's high quality. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Hail to the king, Kupo. Not long ago, the Mughal Kuplo Kop visited the Adder's Nest to request an audience with the Elder Seedseer. He spoke of an imminent threat to all Mughal kind, one which would imperil the entire Twelves Wood if left unchecked. You proved an able ambassador to the Sylphs, and we would have you reprise the role in our dealings with the Mughals. The rest you should hear from Kuplo Kop himself. He awaits you with the Elder Seedseer at the Lotus Stand. Thank you. Nice sandwich next to the Conjurer's Guild. The other Scions have already arrived, sir. May I show you in? Ooh, it's rare we get to walk around in here. This is nice. This is where we learn to hate Fortuno for the first time. Memories. Is this a voice cutscene? Are there any voice cutscenes? No. The answer is no. Please, you have to stop them. But you mustn't kill them. They're not bad Mughals, Kupo. They're just misguided. A gentle, no, firm thrashing is in order, yes, but no. Calm yourself, Kuplo Kop. Can you not see that he hasn't the faintest idea what you're talking about? Be quiet this instant. Pray forgive his witless outburst, sister. Most grateful am I that you have come, Urela. I am open, and upon such short notice, truly Gridania could not wish for a more stalwart ally. But you are doubtless eager to know wherefore we summoned you. Our friend Kuplo Kop has brought us news of the most unsettling development. It would seem that good King Mughal Mod 12 has returned to Eorzea. A curious thing to hear, I know. Truth to tell, I myself cannot say for sure if he is a genuine figure from history or some manifestation of Mughal mythology. Kuplo here would have me believe the former. Once upon a time, we Mughals served the gods in the heavens. It was quite nice up there, unspeakably beautiful, unimaginably spacious, and with a literally endless supply of wine, Kupo. In spite of this, or possibly because of the last part, the gods eventually became discontented and started squabbling, which made life jolly difficult for the poor Mughals. So good King Mughal Mod 12
may his may his glorious name live forever, decreed that the time had come to leave Kupo. The realm of man would suffice, he said, so all the Mughals should live there instead. Unfortunately, the two realms are so far apart that we couldn't safely fly down, but good King Mughal Mog the 12th, may his miraculous foresight ever be praised, knew exactly what to do, Kupo. He had a rope, you see, the longest one ever woven. This he nobly held while his subjects climbed all the way down to the world below. And that is how the Mughals came to this land, Kupo. All of us except good King Mughal Mog the 12th. May his courageous sacrifice never be forgotten. He alone would remain in the heavens so that Mughal kind might at last know peace. Except he has not remained in the heavens, from what we understand, that being your reason for contacting us, yes? I'll bet he tied the rope to something. Good thinking. Remind me again what the problem was with him returning to Eorzea. The problem, Ida, lies in the fact that he was summoned. It is our belief that good King Mughal the 12th, good King Mughal Mog the 12th, is a myth made manifest via means akin to those employed by the beast tribes in the summoning of their gods. Wait, you're saying a handful of Mughals with a boatload of crystals wished really, really hard, and he just sort of appeared? Would that even work? What I cannot fathom is why they would even try. With Garuda humbled and the ultimate weapon destroyed, what new threat could have prompted them to take such a drastic measure? Might that not in itself be the answer? Twice in the last half-decade, Eorzea has been brought unto the very brink of destruction, only to be spared at the last by the heroics of a chosen few. To you who braved those tempests and survived by virtue of your own strength, this latest period of peace will doubtless seem a welcome respite. But to those who had not the power to defend themselves, who were spared only by others' grace, this is merely a calm before the storm. I think the Mughals guard are afraid of what tomorrow will bring, and that things may not end so well as they did yesterday. That fear has driven them to call upon a greater power, one they believe can be relied upon and protect their loved ones and their homes come what may. I assure you, the Mughals guard only want to protect the forest from outsiders, but ever since the return of good King Mughal Mog the 12th, may his boundless grace fill our hearts with love, they've started to get a little carried away, Kupo. Verging on a lot, in fact. Water. Like the sylphs who summoned Ramu, you mean? We cannot discount the possibility that this entity is influencing the Mughals in a manner similar to that of Primal. We share the same concern. Whoever or whatever the king may be, it is our belief that he poses a threat not only to Mughal kind, but to Gridania as a whole. Thus do we beseech you, Irena, confront good King Mughal Mog the 12th, and drive him from our midst. Humbly do I thank you. The sanctuary of the Mughals' guard and their liege lord is concealed by magical wards. Brother Isumi Yan of the Conjurers Guild will doubtless be able to offer his insight on how they might be dispelled. Pray seek his counsel ere you proceed any further. Maybe I should go get a coffee. Something I can tolerate. Alright, Conjurer's Guild should be right outside.
Oh. Isumian. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Welcome, Urela. Welcome. That you should be the one to face good King Mughal XII is of great comfort. To me and the elementals both. As I am sure you know, the Mughals are not by their nature a warlike race. Yet should the king be suffered to remain, it is like that his influence will bring about a change in them. Thus does it behoove us to defeat him quickly, before any lasting damage is done. Make whatever preparations you deem necessary and inform me when you are ready to seek the king. Oh wait, I don't need that anymore. God damn it. Oh well. You have selected Regicide. The wards barring access to the King's Sanctuary can only be nullified through the use of enchanted keystones, the selfsame method employed 5 years ago, when the first king was summoned to Eorzea. I guess that was a 1.0 thing. Did we fight King Mog in 1.0? I've never heard about that. Huh. Interesting. It was with great regret that we were forced to sanction the slaying of the Guardians who then held the Keystones, for none were in our possession at the time. By the grace of the Elementals, however, we have been spared that burden on this occasion. Kuplo Kop confided in me that he had been entrusted with a set of Keystones by the Mughals guard themselves. Yet wishing not to betray their confidence, he begged me to find some other means to gain entry to the King's Sanctum. Alas, I have been unable to do so. I dare not labor any longer, for fear that the Mughals might succumb to the corrupting influence of their liege lord. We must needs have Kuplo Kop's keystone, Urela. Pray go to him and beg his assistance. He awaits you at the West Shore Pier. Impress upon him our great need, and I am certain he will yield. I think that's over by the Lancers Guild. While we make way over there, I hope everyone's having a safe and enjoyable and not entirely too stressed holiday season. My heart goes out to my Lancers Guild. To my retail worker brethren, sisters, and I need a gender-neutral term for sibling. Sibling. Answered my own damn question. So, how will you do it, Kupo? Oh, he told you about that. Well, if there truly is no other way, I'll do it, Kupo. Take the ferry to Sweet Bloom Pier. I'll go on ahead. Okay. Oh, the berg. I forgot how big they are. Don't you dare lie to me, Kupo. I know what you're planning, and I won't allow it. Open your eyes, Kupo. The king will never be satisfied, no matter how many crystals you bring him. We offered you a choice, and this is how you repay us? By consorting with this Vieira? Imperials, Gridanians, Sylph, you're no different from the rest of them. Actually, you're worse, Kupo. Traitor to his kinsmoogle. To his kinsmoogles, whatever. He plots treason against the crown. Enough! Kuplo Kop will answer for his crimes soon enough, as will all who defy the will of good King Mughal Mog XII. May he reign forevermore, Kupo. The king is planning to purchase 12's wood of his enemies, Kupo. We've got to stop him before it's too late.
The entrance to Thornmarch is deep within the bramble patch, Kupo. If you take me there, I can nullify the ward. But be warned, the Mughals guard has set traps to lure enchanted beasts. I can't hide from them, so you'll need to protect me, Kupo. Escort Kupo Cup? Okay. Escort mission. Oh, does he follow me on his own? Okay, thank the fucking gods. I was starting to think this was a beckon mission, and I was like, oh no, I forgot about these. One down. Who else remembers the fucking beckon leave quests? That's what they were. Get that? Yeah, through here. What are we gonna do about these squirrels, Kupo? What if I just unironically started saying the word Kupo after every second? After every sentence? That could be my brand. We haven't gotten a good looks back in this stream. Damn it. At least it was an auto. Wait, can we go this way? Oh, fuck. Didn't realize there was two. There. Can't see, Mr. Tree. Here we are. Oh no. Wait, did I... Something... Oh, little Babbies. Yeah. See the end in sight. Ah. We're here, Koopa. I don't see any more beasts, do you? Are you ready to face the king, Koopa? And step closer to the ward. Raise your hand and focus, like when you attune to an aetherite, Koopa. I'll open the way for you. The rest is up to you, Koopa. Now go and teach those foolish Mughals a lesson, and send the king back to whence he came. Bwoof. I remember getting to this, and I'm like, Thornmarch hard? What? But I haven't done Thornmarch normal yet. How did I skip it? What's going on? Alright, hopefully this queue won't take too long. 5 minutes. Hopefully that stands true. Is there anything I can do in the meantime? Don't have enough to go up a rank yet.
I'm gonna head back to Mensa, see if hunting is unlocked yet. Okay, something going on over there. I was going to say that I need to make a Christmas glam, but he's in green, he's in red. We're there. It counts. What's this? Up no longer. That came from the deep. Shadows uncast. Aha. That's Beast Tribes, I think. That's PvP. If for some reason the queue takes too long, I can jump over on Allah and we can... Well, no. I can't, because I have to complete this quest here. Damn. Hunting board. Yeah, okay. What? Fuck, do I have to be a certain rank? Damn it. How much more until I go up? $4,000. I need 1,200. I could do fates and I can do leave quests. Let's see what the guild here has. If they have any higher level ones. I think I remember it being a thing that you, once upon a time, you weren't able... Is this the challenge log? If so, I need that. Yep. Take care of this real quick, then we'll come back. Unless this is it here. Oh. What was I saying? I think it used to be a thing where you couldn't do leave quests if you were in queue. Paradox. Which was very frustrating. There was a lot of weird shit you couldn't do. Should have unlocked this a long time ago. Wastelade. Wastelade? There we go. That'll help out a bit. Alright. Suppose we should just head to Mordona. I know there's level 45 quests there. I don't think there's level 50 leave quests anywhere. All the blue quests. All of them. A lot of them in here. Kurds and Slay, King of the Hull. It's definitely pirates. Oh, these are dungeons. Out of sight, out of mind. This time's for fun. The Wrath of Karn. Oh god, there's so much. Manic Manor. Yeah. I forgot that this shit just all unlocks at 50. London Stone. The Ultimate Ballad. Simply to Die For. Hey Yoshi P. Bye Yoshi P. Someone send me a message? Or just more TikTok notifications? Okay. Thank you, absolutely everyone. Oh, I can fly now. Wow, look at how pretty that is. Thank you, absolutely everyone who's been supporting me on TikTok. I can literally say hundreds and hundreds of views. Thank you so much. It's been shocking how well my TikTok videos have been doing recently. I just started up. I don't know if like people are hungry for FF14 content on TikTok or whatever, but yeah, just consistently hundreds of views on all my videos. Oh, hey, here we go. But yes, thank you very, very much. At MemoryOfDarksky, if you're curious. It's been tremendous fun posting content on that, and I will continue to do so, as all my shorts go up on TikTok first, and then a day or two later I post them here. And there's one, I think there's some that I'm just going to keep on TikTok just because TikTok lets you make longer videos, as long as they don't go above 2 gigabytes. So yeah. And here we go. Will I remember mechanics? Find out right now. No, I don't. I mean, it's not EX, right? So don't have to worry about that, right? Kupo, who in the 7 hells are you? Meddling adventures, I'd wager. Mooglescar, to arms! Defend the king, Kupo! I always said that this song sounds like this is Halloween. Let's get it! Ow. Music's getting fast. Oh! Do we have to stand in these? Okay, no. Never mind. Forget that question. Just kill it before mechanics happen. The black mage doesn't know the dance. Ah, here are the lyrics. You don't want to stand in front of him, just in case. Good king's decree. I forget how fucking silly this song is. Ow. Whoa. There's no way we get to LB3, right? I think we'll be lucky if we get to LB2. Oh, that's big. That's also big. This one's gonna be big too. Twin Palm Meteor. Oh, that's a dual tank buster. Oh, they had dual tank mechanics this early, or is that a new thing? I hadn't heard anything about them changing this fight. Hey, we did it. Thank you. Yay! What do we got? Oh, weapons, wow. Level 75. Thanks, Esco. Yay. You did it, Kupo! You did it! Good King Moogle the 12th, may his mighty soul rest in peace, is no more. That's funny. I shudder to think what might have happened if you'd not stopped the Moogle's guard when you did. Thank you, Urilla. Perhaps now they'll come to their senses and stop playing at fairy tales. Rest assured that the chieftain will have choice words for them too. You should go tell Puknipak that the king is no more, Kupo. She's with Rhea O at Camp Tranquil, and can relay the news to the chieftain. Alrighty, Camp Tranquil. Hands are sweaty for some reason. Knees weak on spaghetti. Be gone! I assume these guys down here have something to do with the White Mage quest, right? I don't remember. Do I dare believe my ears? Good King Moogle the 12th, may his magnificent virtue serve as an example to us all, has fallen. All Mooglekind owes you a debt, Kupo. Ah, and I sense Rhea O wishes to congratulate you as well. I shall let you two speak without fear of interruption. On the properties of Primals. Your bravery and service to the Twelveswood and her Moogles shall not be forgotten, Urilla. My sister will doubtless wish to hear the tale of this great victory from the mouth of a man responsible. Pray return to the Lotus Stand and treat her to the full account of the day's events, while the details are yet fresh in your mind. And back to Gridania. Lotus Stand. The Elder Seatseer is expecting you, sir. May I show you in? I'm here, bitches. Anyone bring any food? Hungry. Urena, you are returned to us unharmed and victorious. Thus have I two reasons to be glad.
Yet many questions remain unanswered. I would, if you would be so kind as to oblige me, I would fain hear all that occurred in Thornmarch.
Need to open another water. Still have some left in this one.
Then it is as we feared. The king really is a primal. But he really is it? Is he? I mean, the Mughals don't worship him, for one thing. He's not even a god to them. That doesn't sound like any primal I've ever heard of. Then mayhap the fault lies with the definition. The fact remains that through a combination of power contained in crystals and the force of their collective faith, the Mughals called forth a being that by rights should not exist. Moreover, when slain, said being left no corpse, the ether which comprised him instead being scattered to the four winds. According to the accepted definition, he may not be a primal, but the mode of his manifestation was in every aspect the same. Which means, Scions, this whole business reeks of their handiwork. Kupopo, they said it was a masked man who had taught them how, years ago. But Gordania has no shortage of masked men, and I never thought to question. Confound it all! How many more will they ensnare with their tainted gifts? Too many, I fear, so long as there are paragons to stir the embers, fools to build their pyre, the crystals to feed the flames. Ever and again shall we suffer primal visitation, a somber thought, but a solitary one. My heartfelt thanks, Eureka. Already the information you have provided has proven invaluable. The Grand Serpent Marshal and I have much to discuss. Oh, before you go, my lady, I was hoping we might finish discussing that other matter. The matter of which you speak has even now been settled. The Scions shall not want for support. We shall be glad to send additional supplies to Revenant's Toll. We knew we could count on you, my lady. While Ida and I remain to discuss the particulars of our agreement with the Elder Seedseer, mayhap you could return to the Waking Sands and apprise the antecedent of all that has transpired.
I need to learn, I don't know, maybe there's something I can do with my diaphragm or something, but how to speak longer sentences in one breath. That's something I definitely could work on, I think. Hey, Tataru, bye, Tataru.
It is good to see you hale and healthy, Eureka. I received a word from Ida and Papalimo that you had found good King Mughal XII, but I had hoped to hear your version of the tale. So it was as they said, summoned with the same method used by the beast tribes and taught by the Scions. Though unfortunate, this incident did at least serve to remind the Elder Seedseer of our usefulness. Her offer for additional support could not have come at a better time. My thanks, Eureka.
The gifted. That looks like she's in peril.
Owing to the tireless efforts of all concerned, we are, at long last, ready to bid farewell to Vesper Bay. So as to avoid drawing undue attention, we shall make the journey to Revenant's Toll in small groups, departing at irregular intervals. Lest you doubt, it is still my intention to conduct future operations openly. But on this particular occasion, the need for caution overrides all concerns. To move north as one ponderous caravan would only serve to invite attack. It seemed only right that I should be the last to leave, and I would have you remain with me until the end, Urela. Upon my departure, the Waking Scions will formally cease to be our headquarters, and the premises will be given into the care of Arianje. I had thought to relinquish the property, but he was quite adamant, and I had not the heart to disagree. These walls have borne witness to some of the brightest and darkest moments of our Order's history. Mayhap it is best that we do not forsake them entirely. Arianje shall remain here and devote his energies to the studying of nature of primals. By the grace of the 12, he will one day discover a permanent solution that we have sought for so long. Of course, he will not be alone. Alize shall continue to work closely with him as well. Should they require our assistance, I have the assurances that they will not hesitate to contact us. Speaking of Arianje, would you inquire of him of any tasks remain undone? I cannot escape the feeling that I have forgotten something important.
We don't do the chrysalis in 2.1, do we? No, I don't think so. Otherwise, this patch would be a lot longer than I thought it would. Because is that not when Nabrialis shows up? You know, and all that shit. And I think, yeah, Moonbrita has to show up first, right? Thou art ever welcome, Urela, but I require no assistance. Pray take thy leave unburdened by concern for my well-being. Verily, thy countenance bespeaks a desire to quit this place without further delay. Mayhap thou thinkest this chapter of our tale concluded, that these halls should rightly be consigned to the annals of history? In man's eagerness to seize the future, how readily he doth set down the past. Full many a proud pioneer hath bravely stridden into the great unknown, only to find there the banner of his ancestor, faded by the eons, and still man glorieth in his discoveries. 'Tis through this pride that wisdom doth ever give way to ignorance, while they who lurk in shadow remain hidden, lost no sooner than they are found. Be not offended, Urela. Thy conduct hath ever been beyond reproach. Despite thy surpassing strength and all thy many victories, thou hast never been so convinced of thine own greatness as to imagine thyself above the failings of thy forebears. Mayhap it is the echo which hath opened thine eyes to the lessons of history, or that the same could be said of... And some shit's about to go down. Ah! Whence came that cry? The solar, 12 for Fen, the antecedent. Who did this?
Urela, you must...
Box. She was packing up Tutsamani.
Tell me, Louisoix, would you have done the same?
If fucking Nabrialis does show up? Goddamn.
Louisoix Leveilleur was a remarkable man, wise beyond mortal measure. Would that I had met him prior to his passing.
No. Oh, okay. Wow! I got that completely wrong. I was wondering the other day, when do we meet Elidibus? Damn.
And that's in here? Huh.
Oh, what voice do I do for him? Well, I know his voice. Can I even attempt to do his voice? I'm going to take a moment to remember it in my head. How readily, you see, you are indeed gifted antecedent.
But you're not like the others. Your robes.
Gifted, but ignorant, yet I shall not judge you harshly. The fault lies with our forebears. It has been millennia. Mine are the robes of an emissary, unlike he who came before. I have no quarrel with you.
You speak of La Habrea.
La Habrea is a warrior. He fought. He fell. He may yet learn from his mistakes.
Then he is still...
Come, I can only confirm that which you already knew. There is no cessation, no oblivion, only expulsion.
What on?
Tataru.
We're ready when you are, my lady. Is there nothing else?
Does she just straight up not see him?
Is something the matter?
Oh, okay. Interesting. I forget this detail.
I feel the same way. After everything that's happened here, it feels strange to leave. But I'm sure we'll soon get used to Revenant's toll. Well, I'll let you say your goodbyes. Take as long as you like, my lady. We shall depart whenever you're ready.
And he's still there. It is only to be expected. She lacks the gift and knowledge both. To her, we are indistinct.
I do not understand.
Shadowless, fleshless, formless. What truth there is in each tale is diluted by time and telling. Knowledge dictates expectation, and expectation colors perception. Thus did she perceive not. So it is with all but a chosen few. Even you, when young, could not see with eyes unclouded.
You know nothing of me. Nothing.
The gift grants you clarity. It grants you focus. With it, you may in time come to see us as we are, rather than this crude approximation.
La Habrea did not think so highly of the Echo.
La Habrea is wrong about a great many things. The Echo is indeed a gift, albeit one you have yet to master.
And if we did?
There would be no strife between our peoples, for we would be of one mind. I leave, as I came, in peace antecedent. May we meet again as friends.
Wait, stay where you are.
Mayhap I was indelicate. 'Tis a mercy she shields her children from his grace with such resolve. I can speak, I promise. Was it also by her hand that you survived the ardor, I wonder? I hope I'm doing an okay job of this voice.
I take it there's no need to explain. Save your concern. He did me no lasting harm. Whatever his intention was, it was not to kill. I heard a cry. What happened? Are you alright? You look faint. Do you need to lie down? I could fetch you a flask of my special tonic. Urianger, send word to the students of Baldessian. Tell them to scour the archives, the forbidden tomes in particular. If there is any reference to an Ascian robed in white, however oblique, I would know of it.
An Ascian, my lady? Was that what gave you cause to cry out? I did but moments ago glimpse a figure clad in white set forth from the waking sands. Yet Ascians are wont to employ teleportation magics. Why would one be so brazen? He just walked out? This smug motherfucker.
I know not and cannot. Find him, Urena. Turn every stone in Vesper Bay if you have to.
Pray attend to me, Tataru. I think I remember where we talked to him. Hey Tataru, bye Tataru. Should be... Oh, I guess we have to find him first. Oh! I am told that you are the warrior of light, but I would know for myself. I shall walk north, and you may choose to follow. Know, however, that you will be waylaid if you do. You may even perish. Should you survive, we shall speak anon. I'm gonna laugh if there's not a shred of voice acting in this fucking patch. I mean, I know voice acting was a lot more rare back then, but still, goddamn. And in here... My chocobo's gone. There we go. Oh, that's a big boy. Oh, damn it. Wait, was there someone else? Must have drew their attention, I guess, somehow. Two big boys. Wow, Urela, how come you get to take on two big boys at the same time? Looks like... Damn it. Book specs are getting harder to get. fighting Askew proper. Now, people have told me in the comments that these are apparently just the mark of Zodiark. Oh, god damn it. I'm doing shit here. This is bad. I need you to die. I guess these are AoE attacks now? There.
Remarkable. Truly remarkable. I thank you for granting me this indulgence.
Might be a bit too hoarse there.
None save he who bested La Brea could endure such an examination. Have the laws of man grown so twisted in my absence that it is now permitted to lay hands upon an emissary?
So, if I'm remembering correctly, Elidipus wasn't always just around like the other Ascians. He's saying here that he's been away for so long. So has he just now removed himself from Zodiark? I think. So I guess La Brea gets handed his own ass and Elidipus comes out. Right? I think that might be the correct course of events. Endwalker shit.
You bore witness to my audience with the antecedent, did you not? Then you know I acted only in self-defense. I realize the same cannot be said of La Brea. Even amongst his brethren, he is considered unique. Nevertheless, I cannot wholly condemn his misdeeds.
Getting a little too hoarse there. I'll find the right place eventually.
For through them we discovered you, one who so strong in the gift that he could cast us out. Your mother favors you still, that much is plain, but surely you must feel it. Her influence wanes, and her strength shall soon be spent. These lands, these people, this world, all shall soon change. As it was, so shall it be again, as it should have always been. Doubt my claims and question my motives as you will. Only believe me when I say this. I am Elidipus, emissary, bearer of the words of the one true God, and we shall meet again.
I feel like I had his voice more closely earlier and it sort of just wandered off. What that this wasn't live and I could take multiple takes. Alright, so back to the Waking Sands. Am I going to use one? Yeah. Hey Tataru, bye Tataru. I did just try to run through that door as if I didn't have to click on that thing.
Thank the gods you've returned, Ureda. After you left, I began to worry that I might have sent you to your doom. I take it our visitor proved elusive. Beg pardon. He was waiting for you. What did you do? What did he say? As it was, so shall it be again. Of when does he speak? And what, exactly? The words of this Elidibus portend much, but relieve nothing, save perhaps a measure of disdain of the Hebrea. I had hoped for answers, but it seems I shall have to be content with the wealth of additional questions.
Why did we get Void Scent Blood? We got this and this earlier. It must be for something specific in crafting around this level. I don't know. So weird to drop crafting ingredients for an MSQ quest. Build on the stone. This is the final quest.
Let us set aside the matter of this Ascian until after we have completed our move to the Rising Stones. There is but one final favor I would ask of you before I depart. I believe I mentioned before that my father was a member of the Alamegan Resistance. The truth, however, is more complicated than that. As far as the Empire knew, he was their spy. He maintained the deception for nigh on half a decade, furnishing the Resistance with vital Imperial secrets, while feeding his paymaster subtlety-conceived misinformation. When he died some 15 years ago, my father left behind his journal, which I have closely guarded ever since. It contains every shred of information he and his agents could steal on what they believe to be the single greatest threat to Eorzea, the Primal. Its wisdom has guided me through the years, though there is much within I still do not understand. It is my hope that Urianger will fare better. Tell him to treat it with care. It is all I have left of my father.
Try to run through it again. I thought thee departed. To what end dost thou linger? The father's final bequest, the daughter's lifelong labor. It is no small thing to surrender such a cherished memento. Well can I imagine the antecedent's pain. Upon mine honor, I swear to spare no effort in the study of these materials, lest my lady's sacrifice be in vain.
Eurela, this is Minfilia. Forgive me, but I could wait no longer. I have departed for the Rising Stones. If you have yet to... Once you have given the journal to Urianger, I bid you come to the Seventh Heaven in Revenant's Soul. Tataru will be there to show you the inside of our new headquarters. Assuming you have already attuned to it, you may wish to use our new aetherite in Reverend's Soul. After all, it is right on our doorstep.
Alrighty. Ah, there she is.
Ah, Eurela, you're here. Good, good. We were all wondering when you'd show up.
As I was just telling your restive receptionist here, I'm pleased to inform you that all the documents have been prepared and all signatures signed. Rising Stones is officially yours.
Splendid. From this day forward, I will spare no effort in seeing that it is as welcoming and comfortable of a home for us as the Waking Sands ever was. That said, this is all somewhat intimidating, is it not? So many unfamiliar places and unfamiliar faces. Take that odd-looking fellow over there, for example. He's been eyeing us most suspiciously ever since we arrived. Cannot help but wonder if we are truly safe here.
Ah, that man. I can't say I've spoken with him myself, but rumor has it he's come to hunt in ancient treasures in the Crystal Tower. Oh, so they're just telling us, hey, here's what you can do now. You've seen the structure I speak of. It'd be hard to miss it. That massive pillar of shining crystal that looms high over the land just to the southeast of here. If the tales are to be believed, it's a remnant of some ancient civilization. The details remain a mystery, and that's no doubt why it's drawn adventurers and scholars from all over looking to unearth its secrets. The man over there is no exception, and if my instincts are true, he knows more than most. If you're curious about the tower yourself, you could do worse than talk to him and see what he knows. Why, if I weren't otherwise occupied with my duties here, I'd have to mind to join you. I mean, just look at it. I can scarce begin to imagine what wonders will lie inside. It's hard to believe that the entirety of the Crystal Tower was unearthed during the Calamity. Think about how much fucking destruction would take to clear all that Earth. That is astronomical. Like, that's such a clear dent in the world that you might be able to see it from space. Like, if you look at it like a side profile of Heidelin, you just see this big flat surface. Big old chunk missing, like it's fucking Starkiller base. Why, that's wonderful to hear. Rest assured that this receptionist will work just as hard to see that our efforts do not skip a beat despite the relocation. And with that, Urela, I do believe it's time you officially announced your presence to everyone inside. The antecedent and the others will surely be overjoyed to see you. So yeah, Crystal Tower is part of the MSQ now, I believe. The Crystal Tower series is now available from the Outlandish Man. In order to progress the main scenario, you must first complete certain quests in the Crystal Tower series. Awesome. While you are granted a respite from your duties as a Scion, use your time to probe the depths of the Crystal Tower and see what ancient secrets may be gleaned. I'll see you later. Hey, Tataru. Bye, Tataru. And here we are. Let's check in to see how everyone's doing. Kaltene. I did not realize the Scions had moved until I arrived in Vesper Bay. Thankfully, Urianger was kind enough to direct me here. I know I've only just joined, but if there is anything I can do to help, please let me know. As you can see, Garlean allies have furnished us with a wealth of new tomes. 'Twould be prudent for you to broaden your knowledge as well. As ravishing as ever, perhaps. For old time's sake, she would... God, Urela, don't sneak up on me like that. We bards are an easily startled lot. Oh, you wish to help. That's very kind of you. But I can manage on my own. Besides, you should be having grand adventures, not withering away here with me. It's funny that, like, people pointed out that, like, the two different types of plus 30s women. You have Flamine, who I believe is in her mid-30s, like, I'm old, I'm decrepit. Oh, look at me, I'm a grandma now. And then you have Y'shtola forever pretending that she's 23. I feel like that is all but confirmed in canon, right? Y'shtola's, like, secretly, like, 33, but she's like, no, I am 23, now and forever. The horror. The horror.
I love the smell of victory in the morning. It smells like sweat. No, no. Montoy sauce. No, victory. Yeah, victory. So here we are, completely independent and unquestionably neutral. At least more so than before. Truth be told, I cannot say it feels that different. Of course, Ida begs to differ. Don't see anybody else around except Alpha now. Is it not wonderful, Urela? Nary a single presumptuous merchant has darkened our door. I know full well they will come in time, but for now let us enjoy the respite.
The gang's all here.
Well, it is certainly spacious. Today marks a new beginning for the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, for today we declare our independence. We shall henceforth be beholden to no nation, but serve all of Eorzea's peoples, proudly and openly. But this does not mean that we will sever our ties to the Eorzean alliance. On the contrary, the antecedent and I shall endeavor to strengthen them. Rest assured, however, that we shall not permit political considerations to influence our decisions. Our identity remains unchanged, as does our cause. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and our single purpose is to safeguard the future of Eorzea.
For Eorzea! Yeah!
A moment of your time, Urela. I would speak of Elidibus.
Pardon the intrusion, my lady, but the matter which bringeth me will admit no delay. Mine every attempt to contact the students of Baldessian hath been met with silence.
No one will respond. How odd. Allow me to try. No response. Surely they would not ignore us.
They have never yet, my lady. I fear we must assume the worst.
No, no, I will not believe it. An outpost, perhaps, but not their headquarters. Their words are beyond circumvention. Had they come under attack, they would most certainly have raised the alarm. None could penetrate their sanctum unnoticed. But for those who lack the gift and knowledge both, oh no. Contact their agents in the field at once. If aught has befallen the students of Baldessian, they may know of it. Though the thought of it pains me, until such a time as we have evidence to the contrary, we can but assume the worst. Accordingly, we must needs seek another source of information on Elidibus.
'Tis possible that others in the homeland are possessed of such knowledge. Be fairly warned, however, they are unlike to yield it unconditionally.
Do what we must. Yet another unforeseen and unwelcome development. What could be next, I wonder? A visit from a crimson-clad Ascian, perhaps? An Ocker? A Bruce? And which of our allies will then fall silent? For a time, I thought we had gained the upper hand. Then you shattered the crystal of darkness and cast out La Habrea. I dared to hope that we had found a way to rid ourselves of the Ascian menace. But I was wrong. He endures, and may yet return. Upon that point, I have no doubt that Elizabeth spoke true. Yet there must be a way to destroy them utterly, a way to spare this world their unholy machinations. I dare not consider the alternative. There are forces at work we do not understand, Urela. I discern them all around, and disturbances too great and too numerous to be dismissed as mere coincidence. Doubtless the Paragons are involved, but how and what end is far from clear. I know not what will come, but I do know that we will rise and meet it as one. Ah, my stalwart hero, your face is a picture of resolve. I know that you will be ready when the time comes. With luck, however, that will not be for a while yet. Pray return to your private affairs. With my blessing, should anything arise, you will be informed. Cryo, where are you?
What point does the Isle... Is it the Isle of Vath? The Isle of something. At what point does that disappear? Was that... I thought that happened before the game started. Oh, there's Nebriolis. Your intercession was not foretold. You object? We question. Our plans are in motion. Your intentions unclear. They survived the seventh order, and are stronger now in the gift. Does that not intrigue you? No, it does not. Serve as you will, so too shall I. We labor not at cross purposes. The wisdom of his plan shall become apparent in time, when the veil is lifted from their eyes, and at long last they see. Still waters. A realm awoken. And there we have it. Good stream. I'm glad that at least these series of patches are not like their Shadowbringers and Endwalker Brethren in being 3 to 5 hours long. So how long have we been going? 2 hours and 14. That's good. Alright, so I would say the next stream will be Crystal Tower, but after giving it some thought, I think, hopefully tomorrow, we will delve into a different game. One that I'm eager to try out. Been hearing some good things from some friends, so we'll try it out. Tomorrow, hopefully. Then, after that, Crystal Tower, where we will meet the man-wife. Look forward to it. Until then, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment if you would. Be sure to follow me on the socials, at MemoryOfDarksky, on both Twitter and TikTok. And see you around. Bye-bye.